So he passes, boo, lights up, comes behind me. Son of, I knew I should have stayed 35. My wife is gonna say, why didn't you stay at 35? My editor will not be paying for this ticket. This is coming out of me. State Farm will not be happy about this. They know that I drive some cars. They don't know that I drive these cars. All right, so I have been an auto journalist for about 15 years now. I got started way back in the day with a flip cam that used to be 720p. It was HD, mind-blowing. I couldn't believe it. I was writing for Gear Patrol at the time. My friend started the site. He and I loved cars forever. I grew up around cars. My dad and I loved cars. We connected on that. So it was kind of a natural progression. I was actually a journalism major, but never really put the two together until I was in LA as an actor, between acting gigs, working in restaurants, had time. My friend said, can you write about some cars? I said, sure, but if I'm gonna write about them, I wanna do video. Great. So that kind of launched both my hosting and my auto journalist side. I found out one day that you could get a review car and have it for a week. You don't have to pay for anything. I was like, this is crazy. This is great. So I started getting review cars. And then, you know, like anything else, like you start off small. I think the first one that I reviewed was like the Nissan Cube. And then eventually was able to get some really nice cars. So I was writing every week, shooting video every week. And stuff happens. You're in LA, you have these cars, and things happen. And so there's some really fun miscellaneous moments from the life of an auto journalist. A couple of those come to mind. One specifically was this great moment where I'm working in a restaurant at the farm, at the Grove. This was like a combination of celebrities would go there and local people would go there. And so it was this nice combination of different types of people. You never really knew, like, oh, the store shut down because the Beckhams are shopping there tonight. Oh, okay, cool. And you come out of a movie and you're like, whoa, that's Will Ferrell. He was in the movie watching himself with me in the movie. Just like these LA moments were great. So I'm working in a restaurant there, slow Tuesday, one table, I'm just jawing it up with this couple and we're talking or whatever. My shift ends, I do my closing duties, all this, they go off and shop. And I have an R8 that week. Now this is right as Iron Man had come out. The R8 was like the hottest thing. You didn't see them everywhere. And I had an in with the PR at Audi and they said, yeah, we'll give you this for like 3 days. Normally you get a week, but this was such a high demand car, 3 days. So I parked it in the parking garage. I was like, I'm gonna pay for it. I want it to be safe. Parking garage is almost empty late in the afternoon. So I come up after my shift. I've got my t-shirt on still. I've got my apron on. You know, I made $42 that day or something like that. I've got my pins. Open the car, throw it in the frunk, you know, throw all the stuff in the frunk, get in, and it just echoes throughout the house. Such a great sound, great startup sound. One of my favorite cars of all time. And so I start driving, and as I turn the corner, I see the couple from lunch. They've got their shopping bags, and they're not thinking anything of it. Here's somebody with way too much money who bought an R8 or whatever. They pop the trunk, they stick it in. I roll the window down, and as I drive by, I'm waving like this, and they realize, what the just full silence except for the engine. Bye. Window up and take off. And even in the mirror, I can see the guy is just like, what have I done wrong? This guy's working at a restaurant. We shouldn't have even tipped him. Clearly he doesn't need can I have my money back? I mean, like this $5 is gonna be a bigger deal for you. You know, you can get some cufflinks at Nordstrom or something. I don't know, but this guy's got an R8. So that was really just this fun, like, they say money can't buy happiness, which is true. I've met enough people to prove that. But there are these moments that a nice thing can bring a real interesting moment to you. You know, this is really great thing. So that was one that was very memorable. Another was they had just come out with the new Corvette, not this generation, the previous generation. So vast departure from what it had been. It went from Tommy Bahama and cigar to actually something that looked sexy and maybe the American Ferrari kind of vibe. And I was like, I'm kind of into this car. This is great. I'm kind of losing myself. Country music, I guess that's next. I don't know. So had the car, had a camera car with me because we wanted to get some really great shots. We were in the Los Angeles National Forest. If you've ever been there, beautiful, amazing driving roads. Do have to be careful because there's some really kind of close edges, but great. Motor Trend does a lot of shooting out there because they're out in LA, and 35 miles an hour posted speed limit. 35 miles. What is that? That's my driveway. I can't do that in the Corvette. But I'm also not going to blow it up to 80. I've got a wife and a kid. I'm not trying to drive off the side of a mountain just to get a fun YouTube video. I'm like 55, 60, and I'm kind of taking these corners, and a cop comes right past me. And everybody who's in a car, even if you're driving the speed limit, if you're a car person, right as that cop comes past you, you're looking in the mirror. You don't believe they're gonna drive past. Every time, chills. I went the speed limit, doesn't matter. It's like when I go through airport security, I have nothing on me. I'm so nervous. They're gonna find something, your watch. I can't have a watch. There's gonna be some, woo, lights go off. So he passes, boo, lights up, comes behind me. I knew I should have stayed 35. My wife is gonna say, why didn't you stay at 35? My editor will not be paying for this ticket. This is coming out of me. State Farm will not be happy about this. They know that I drive some cars. They don't know that I drive these cars. And so I was just thinking, like, my whole world is starting to crumble. Cop comes up to the window, my hands are up, like whatever I need to do. And he says, hey, is this the new Corvette? And I was like, yes. And he goes, wow, you mind if I take a look? And I was like, no, here's the keys, take the car, do whatever you want, just don't give me a ticket. And he just wanted to see it. That happened a few other times where CHP is just kind of rolling by and they're just like, boo, light me up. Happened with the Jaguar. They were just like, oh, this is the new, I love the sound of the V8 in this. This is such a great car. So that was a great moment of just like, oh my gosh, we're good. I did stay mostly 35 the rest of that shoot, but just, it was a fun moment. And then the third one that really sticks out to me, Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. I mean, the fact that they're just making these at all is just a big salute to Jeep. Loved it. It was great. My friend Parker is with me in the car. My fiance, now my wife, she's nannying. It's stressful. It's a lot of stuff with kids and parents, all this kind of stuff. Any nanny, any babysitter, you just know. Even parents know. It just gets stressful with kids. And when they're not your own, it's a whole nother level. So she was not having a great day. She calls me, Bluetooth in the car, talking. Parker, hang on, just don't weigh in. Let me just talk to her. And he had dated her. So there's already that kind of thing, right? So I was like, all right, I'm sorry, honey. It sounds hard. I'm so sorry. Yes, no, I'm so sorry. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, I love you, bye. I turn off the car. Parker's like, is she just being whiny, man? And I would never say that. That is, yes, it's disrespectful. I don't know her full situation, but I was just kind of like, the bros at the bar, and I was just like, yeah, she's just, I don't know, man. She's just kind of being like, I mean, she's getting paid, and it's like, whatever, and, she's just got to deal with it. I don't know. And all of a sudden, a very quiet but very firm voice comes out of the cup holder where my phone is, and she goes, I can still hear you, right? I don't know why I do this, but when I'm talking to someone on the phone, if I turn off the car, I feel like I've turned off the phone, but I didn't. Clearly I didn't. And she was right there. And Parker was like, you're in such trouble. I'm like, I'm in trouble. You threw this line out. Why would you even say something like that? Took a couple of days to, rightly so, get back in the good graces with my then fiance. But it worked out. We went on to get married. And I now know that when I turn the car off, I also need to turn the phone off.
Are you looking for the perfect gift for yourself or the automotive enthusiast in your life this holiday season? Well, look no further than Celebrity Machines. They make metal stamped, screen accurate replicas of the license plates that you'll see on the cars in the movies and television shows that you love. They've got almost every one you could possibly imagine. And in fact, if you've gotten one of our Car Trek license plates or the Japanese license plate from my Lamborghini Diablo SV, those were also from Travis. So you may already have some Celebrity Machines license plates hanging up in your garage or in the background of your Zoom calls. But regardless, check them out now. If you go to the link in the description below or use the code VINwiki at checkout, they're going to give you 20% off of your order. So check them out now, get some great gifts, and thank them for their support of VINwiki.